Cool.
Uh-oh.
All right. So we're live. Well, folks, we'll be on in a moment. Get the people coming in and stuff. It's nice and relaxed.
I'm going to be smiling so heavy now
Yeah.
under pressure. I don't like that. I don't smile a lot. Only when I'm nervous.
Oh, wait a second. You're a lefty as well?
I'm right-handed, but I'm just showcasing the better art than the small stuff. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah, So, folks, when you come on and things, and as you look at this video, we are live now, but later on it'll be a, archive video for many. As I was out jet skiing, doing what I do best and what I really enjoy, being on the water, I stumbled upon a fella by the name of Ardo. And Ardo was sitting up on what's known as a bluff, or a little kind of a cliff that's slowly being eaten away by erosion. And it was just a pictorial moment. He had his lounge chair up there and some Chipotle, and he was just relaxing. And I thought I stumbled upon, I was like, land ho, this is great. What a place to chill. And I looked up and I was like, oh, it's taken. But, I still stopped, talked for a moment, asked if I can, just like hang out, and will I be invading his space? And we engaged in conversation. And long story short, I invited him on the show, and he's quite talented, a young fella. He's in his 20s. He's actually from Colombia. And also lived in St. Louis for a brief moment, for a while, and migrated here with family to South Florida, and he's an artist. And I'm going to let him tell you some more things about himself. I also have my buddy Mike on, Michael Edwards. He's co-hosting. Actually, he will be taking the bull by the horn, so to speak. He will be the matador in this one. And look forward to sitting back and actually learning more about Ardo, and I'm sure you all will be enjoying the show as well. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring up Mike, and I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the chat. Thank you for coming along, Sir the Ross. Thank you, Jennifer Green, for hopping on with the pink tea. Yes. So here we go.
Ardo.
Hi, Michael.
Hey, what's up, baby? What's happening, everybody?
You're very well groomed.
Yeah. That's what you got to do there, buddy.
I can't do that.
You can't do that. Well, that's because you don't have a mustache. That's
well,
why.
Even when I have you have a thicker beard hair, right?
Yeah.
Mine is more like scraggly, even when I have a full beard. Yeah.
All we need is one. That's it. I just have extras. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all. How you doing, buddy? I love your work back
I'm
there.
good. Thank you so much. That means
You're
a lot.
welcome, pal. So how old are you?
I'm 29. I'll be 30 next
When?
February.
February what?
29th, but that's
Happy birthday.
That's not next year.
Every day's a birthday, though, isn't it?
Yeah, you get older.
As long as we're breathing. I got you know what I need to do? T, you're gonna have to handle the reins with posting up on these comments if anybody comes up, because I'm on my cell right now, and so I won't be able to see. So so tell me, so Tommy was jet skiing and doing his Baywatch
thing, I guess.
David Hasselhoff right there, and then all of a sudden he saw the artiste right over there.
Well, I
love your stuff.
I was up there just eating lunch and relax, and
nice.
Then a random guy came up on a jet ski, and we started chatting, and
yeah,
he's a great guy. I'm really glad I met Tommy.
Yeah, T. I've been friends with Tommy. Well, friends. I've been family with Tommy since I've been 8 years old. So, hi, Jennifer Green. How are you? He's been my brother since 1976, I guess. What am I, 60? Yeah, 8 years old.
Wow.
76, 77, something like that. And hey, Sir the Ross, how are you? Yes, I guess it's a legendary night. I hope it's a legendary night for you as well, and everybody around the world, right? It's I'm excited about this. I didn't plan on being the host here, but thank God
This
I
is my
am.
first
I
podcast.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Very
And
cool.
it's exciting, you know. We got the artiste right here. I put my painting in my.
I know it's. I like that painting. If I
Isn't
had
it
4K,
killer?
I would buy it, but I don't have 4K. So
4,000.
yeah, if I could, I would. And I know a lot of people say that,
Well, you
but
know
that's a
what?
really
Hey,
cool
listen to me.
painting.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate that. But you know what we'll do? We'll you get time. Give me your number and everything. I'll send you a little a text, and you can make a print out of it or whatever.
Oh, it's cool. Once I have the money, I'll contact you for like an actual original.
Make you something cool. Here, wait, let me get over here. What? I'm trying to get over. Can you see it better? I don't know. Anyway,
I can see it.
Wait,
do you do?
Can you see me now? Can you
Yes.
see me now?
I can just see your forehead.
Don't you hate when your parents? Do you ever get on the phone? Everybody, do you ever get on the phone when your parents are out there? You're like, "Mom, Dad, hey, what's going on?" They're like this. What,
It's all
honey?
up close.
I can't see. I'm sorry. Are you there? Are you, Mom, Dad? No. I'm seeing your forehead, your eyebrow. It's your eyebrow. Is there something the matter? What's the? No, Dad. Mom, you got to lower.
That's my grandparents.
Oh, hi. How are you? Know the whole thing. Yeah. It took my mother. Both of my parents have passed, but it took my mother literally 9 months to finally figure it out. To get my sisters to get her on. At that time, it was Skype.
Oh,
and
I remember.
She had cancer at the time. And I'm telling you, I was like, oh my God. And I'm like crying, you know, over all other things. But it was like hilarious because it was just like, you're finally on. She's like, I know. I don't know why it took me so long. I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? You know, it's like press click. And that's about it.
I don't know. It's very I'm not as bad as they are, but I stopped caring about technology, like the new stuff. You know, I still have like an iPhone 6. I just don't really care anymore
Well,
about
you know
progression.
What? Listen, I
get what they're coming from.
Yeah, I just got an iPhone. I got the 12 Max thing. I got the watch. I did the whole thing. I finally like went overboard, you know. But the thing is you know, tonight what we want to talk about and is artwork, right? It's like so exciting. Listen, everybody out there, every one of you who's here, who's listening, and every human being is an artist. You may think you're not an artist, but you are an artist. Everyone's an artist. Everyone has expression. Everybody has a feel, and everybody has a vibe within themselves. And when you translate that onto canvas, that's art. It doesn't matter what the hell it is. You look in modern, Museum of Modern Art, and you can see literally a blank canvas, and it's going for $4 million. Why?
I don't know.
There was actually an artist, a French artist, I think it was, that sold nothing. It was invisible. It was invisible space for $10,000. Someone paid for nothing.
This is recent, or is this like old?
Recent. I saw it. I don't even know where it is. And I'm not making it. It's like, wait a minute. The guy, I guess he's a well-known artist, and he's like, "This is my art." And they're like, "How much? 10 grand. 10 grand for nothing. Zero. Nothing." This is like the old adage, you know,
the name
Brooklyn Bridge. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy, but it works. It's all about confidence. It's all about feel. You know, we were talking about, you know, pricing and where you want to be and elevating your levels. Number one of confidence. Number two of where the market may be for what you're doing. The other thing also is that when did you start painting? How long have you been doing this for?
Like using like oil sticks.
Yeah.
Early last year, right around before COVID struck.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, sorry, 2 years ago.
Okay.
Whatever. Yeah, a year and a half, something like that.
And did you ever paint before or do anything before like this?
No, I never really painted. I was totally against using colors and painting because I always thought painting involved brushes, and I hate brushes. I like being in
brushes.
They require you to learn actual like techniques, and I prefer just like the direct hey, Apple Crescent.
Hi, Apple Crescent.
I prefer the direct contact and full control over what I'm doing. And you know, I may learn those techniques further on, but I like to use my own, I guess, ingenuity.
Okay. Well, you know, the thing is this is what was I going to say? Try it. Try everything. Right here behind me, this painting is, I do all different aspects. I do abstract. I mean, everything. Matter of fact, I have, what do I got over here? This one I did. Where is it? Can you see it?
Yeah, the red one or the?
Because I'm Jewish. So I'm like, you know, I am Jew. I am me. Mishka, 13. I did that like 20 years ago, whatever it was, 15 years ago. I was just screwing around. Then I did. This is one of my very first ones. I didn't plan on doing this. It's just been in the thing. When I broke my back
Man.
in 9 weeks after I was married. When the hell did I get married? 2005. So it was October of 2006, I think. No, 2005. And I was driving my wife nuts. So I started painting, make a long story short. And so this was one of my very first ones.
A little more to the, yeah. Oh, there you go.
Little 32.
I like how the orange is.
Yeah, a lot of orange, a lot of vibrant primary colors. But look at that to that. There you go. And
It's
so,
different, kind of.
It's an evolution. I mean, it's just evolves. We evolve. You cannot be afraid to, if you don't know how to do a brush stroke, who gives a shit? Just do it.
I just don't like the brush.
You just don't like the feel of it.
Yeah, like I don't like, so like you're not like touching the paint directly. Like with the oil stick, it's like me and oil stick. Yeah, with the brush, it's like me, the brush, and then the paint, and I don't like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I use my hands too sometimes.
I do too. I do a lot of finger painting.
Yeah.
I did a Lamborghini Miura, all finger paint. Matter of fact, here, wait, I'll show you I'll bring in another one that I did finger paint. And then, here, wait, let me just see. I'm sorry about the darkness, everybody.
You're good.
But here's a couple. And then there's a lot of stuff I've done.
So why cars? You just
Because
like
I'm
love
an
cars?
absolute addict.
Car guy?
Yeah, I'm a total nut job with the cars. I mean, I'm absolute lunatic. Like that one, Porsche. Then this one is really cool. This one is not the greatest painting that I've done. But what's so great about it is this. In 2008, I was working on a project trying to sell I don't even remember what the heck it was. Me and my buddy were trying to come up with this idea to entrepreneurial. And we went after Carroll Shelby, Mustang Shelby, Shelby Cobra, the whole thing. And we tried to get stuff. And I wound up speaking with the president of the company, a woman named Amy Boylan, who's very nice. And she liked my stuff. I was talking about my artwork, and she was going to go to Pratt and all this stuff. And I was not, I didn't go to that type of school. And so she loved my stuff. Make a long story short, she invited me and commissioned me to do a painting for Carroll Shelby's 85th birthday party. January 85th. So I did a painting, and then I made another one for him as a gift. And then I made one more quickly for myself for him to sign, which went up in value. So this is it. Now, what Carroll did on the Mustang Shelby's and everything, when he would sign, mostly he would just sign his name. That was it. You pay $150, $200. It would go to his foundation, and that was that. If he liked you and you were close in the circle, he would write something out. And so this is what
message.
He wrote, "Thanks, Michael, your friend Carroll Shelby," which is not a lot, but it is a lot. And he was a big race car driver, and
very cool.
It's like comic book, but it's a lot of texture, as you can tell.
I like the road.
Massive texture.
Yeah, that's a good part about oils. We have a lot of texture.
Yeah. I mean, here's some other ones.
I like that one a lot. That point of view of the front of the car.
Yep. And I put handprint because they're handmade. And all of it's there's a lot of just tons of texture. Nice. And, actually, it was funny yesterday. Well, when I showed you that painting of Never Tap Out, I was rubbing across it yesterday. And it was so much texture, I literally cut my finger. I stabbed myself, and I'm like, oh, my God, I'm bleeding. And it was funny because I was thinking about something, and the phrase is never tap out. And so it's like the painting kind of was like poked me in my backside, just be like, hey, listen, get get focused, get redirected, get back to what you're supposed to be doing. Don't start getting wandering around again, you know? So, because the artwork has been very good to me. I mean, very, very good. So now there's a little bit of hiccup, and I really haven't done much with it as far as marketing. Sorry, I'm trying to get
You're good.
I'm good. All right.
So are you commission based, or are you more like what you choose to do, original based? Like
Both.
both?
I'm more of I make it, they buy it. That's it.
That's the way to go.
I do a lot of commissions though. I do a lot of commissions. And what's happened is that I'll make a painting, I put it up for auction, people buy it, and then they're usually multiple owners of cars, so they'll want more than just the one. And then so I may sell that painting at auction for less than what the normal price is. But it's kind of like I used to work in cars. I used to sell cars. So sometimes you make what's
You're a
called
car
mini.
guy to the bone.
Yeah. Sometimes you may make a mini, meaning that you get $100, $200, and then sometimes you make big fat grocery. You may make a couple of thousand on a car, but it's like that with artwork too. Not every single one is going to be a home run, even though that they have the same value to you. It may not be to the individual, but you want to keep things perpetuating. You want to keep things in motion. You want to keep things fluid. So that is the reason why you may, like, for example, I sold the last 3 I've sold for $4,000, or last 2 I've sold for $4,000. Then it was like 3,500. Some I sold, one painting I sold for like 1,800, 2,000, 2,200, 24, I think 28, 75, whatever it may be, a little bit less. But then the people wound up buying 2 paintings at a clip. So really, in the whole scheme of everything, you know, it was a $7,000 or $8,000 deal, and that worked out okay. So getting back to, in my ramble of your pricing on everything, you need to up it. You need to just go. And don't be afraid. If someone says no, it's okay.
I've had to tell people no, like they've tried to bid like say lower, and I'm like, I can't obviously take lower. My prices are already pretty low. But like now I'm gaining confidence, and I like making a personal connection with my buyer instead of just being customer, you know, like instead of being a customer, I like making friends with my buyers. And so now I'm friends with this new family, and they own 10 of my original like pieces, you know, mainly self-portraits. They bought a few of my pieces that I never thought about selling in the first place, and they're always giving me more than what I'm asking. So I can't really be like, I mean,
it's hard.
It's giving me confidence to raise the price, you know, and also,
I think
with all my pieces,
you know, you're paying, like I said, you know, you need to up it, because there's value there, and there's time there. And how long does it take you to do a painting?
Depends on the size. These are not the biggest ones. I've sold most of my bigger paintings. But depends on the size. These this one, those normally, where am I moving? I hate how it's inverted. This one, those sizes normally take a few hours depending on what the idea is. These guys over here, these semi-medium ones, those can take a few days but I like to bust it out right there on the spot, you know? I like to just finish it in one go. But the big ones, they normally take a few days or a few weeks, depending on how much time I have to work on them.
I really like it. It's the one behind you. As I'm looking at these, they remind me of I don't know if it's Picasso or
I get that a lot,
or Batiste. You know, like the one behind with you with the blue face with the goatee with the hand over your eye. I like that.
Oh, this one, the middle one.
Nope, right above the very top one, up at one. Yep, that one.
That one.
Move your hand up. Yep. Right up for higher up to the. Yep, right there.
This one, this purple guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. I think.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's like kind of a lot of lines and cubey.
Mm-hmm. I like doing faces. I always tend to do the same type of face though. I did I did this one called Patience. Matter of fact, I don't have. She's outside, and here, wait. Let me go get her. I'll get her.
While you do that, I'm gonna go grab my charger for my laptop. I don't want it to
Okay.
die. I'll be right back.
Sounds good. That sounds good. Okay. Babe, I need my charger too, I think.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, brother. What's going on?
How you doing? Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. I'm doing good.
Okay, yeah, it looks good, man. Looks real good. You all are enjoying yourselves and stuff. It's definitely good. It's nice to see, a young fella coming along. Has he talked to you about his setbacks in terms of health wise?
No.
Yeah. Very, very good guy, and I think that it's important that we. Hey, there he is.
Thank you so much,
Ardo.
Apple Crescent.
Here, this is
Hey,
one.
Tommy.
So,
Oh,
Ardo,
wow.
one of the things that we talked about. Now, what is
Again,
the
with that
what
bright
is it that you're
orange.
battling? I want to make sure I have it correct now.
Battling, such a funny term for it's called Klinefelter's syndrome.
Klinefelter's syndrome.
Yeah, it's pretty common, but it's undiagnosed a lot in men. So a lot of men may have it already, but they just don't even know about it.
And what is it? What is Klinefelter's?
Klinefelter's basically gives me an extra X chromosome. So I'm XXY instead of the normal XY.
But what is
it takes away your testosterone. So I have to take a testosterone supplement. And then it also, along with that, comes with like weak bones, sterility, a lot of emotional problems, or more emotions, some health issues. It raises my risk for breast cancer, heart disease, limits me from developing like muscles. I can no longer work out, and my knees are like, I'm about to find out Monday how bad my bones are to see.
Yeah, you said you had a bone density test.
I'm going to have it this Monday, yeah.
Okay. All right. Wish you all the best, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, Michael, what intrigued me about you, Ardo, is that not only, because you have, you might be lacking with some of the deficiencies and everything like that, but you know what? You have such strength to be able to discuss your health. And also, I think that it's a good segue. It's a good lead in to your artwork, because as you stated when we were out there on the water, a lot of times you find that your art is it's more advanced. It steps up a notch when you're going through the pain and when you're dealing with emotion. And I find that happens quite a bit. I remember I used to play baseball and I used to pitch, and when I could never seem to hone in on the catcher's mitt, but man, I could throw a fastball when I was going through it in my mind. People were like, "Yo, take it easy," but they used to zing in. But you know what? Definitely, I look through emotion. Even this piece behind you, with the it seems like a black vest type area and green sleeves. Is that a hand like kind of up here like this?
On this guy right here? This one?
Yeah.
the
That's
one above
me
that one.
Holding, so that one it's this cane that I use sometimes to walk because my knees are like busted, or they feel like they're busted.
Now, is that the one I'm looking at?
Right here?
Which one are you talking? What one are you speaking about?
Are you talking about this one?
No, the one above.
Are you talking about this one?
Yes.
All right, so that is it's one of my favorite paintings that I've done of myself. And it's my friend wrote a song to the beat of someone else's music, but his lyrics really touched me, and it was just about being yourself and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But so it made me really, really sad because I was already kind of depressed. That's a normal thing with Kleinfelters, your constant depression. I'm not trying to like garner pity or anything like that. It's just description. So um, here I am, super in tune with my sadness, and I'm just covering my face, and you can see the words or the letters GROW,
Mhm.
and it's about me feeling like I need to grow up. And you can see right here on my chest, there is let me see if I can move up there real quick. So you can see on my chest, there's a little clock on my heart.
Yeah.
And with Kleinfelters and also being born on leap years, I feel like in some mental aspects, I'm still very immature, and I'm gonna be 30 next year, and I need to freaking grow up. Like I'm out of time, And
Brother,
there
you're
goes
not
that.
out of time.
I know, but that's what it feels like. Like
Ah,
mental wise, in some mental aspects, I feel like I'm still very immature, even though I can be mature. There's a, there's a feeling there that I need to grow up. Like when I was growing up, I was told that like at this stage in my life, I would be married, having kids, having like a stable job, financially stable, and life hasn't been like that at all. And so in some areas, I feel like I'm lacking. And does that make sense? But I know it's not.
yeah,
It's not for
listen,
everyone. So
you're reading my story. I mean, I didn't get married till I was 30. I was married, what, at 30? In 2000, I was married for 13 months and I ended that. That was a disaster. And then I met Lisa, and then we finally had kids. And I had my first child at 43 years old, you know? And then here I am, 53, my 7-year-old twin boys,
one second.
you know? But it doesn't, there's no rhyme or reason. There's no right path or wrong path. I didn't figure out, and get the artwork full time until I was 52. So it's all about the journey. It's all about making the best
Can you
for what
hear me?
you have and enjoying the moments, and that's it. And you don't have to go by anybody else's,
I could hear you.
Thank you.
idea.
Yeah, sorry, I had a little accident. No, I understand. I'm not trying to live up to it. It's just like that's what was instilled in me as a child,
Of course.
and I'm not trying to live by that because that's not me. I'm not trying to get married. I'm not trying to have. I can't have kids anyways, thanks to Kleinfelters. But I know you can adopt, and there's like intravascular surgeries, but I'm not trying to get knifed up in that area,
Yeah.
especially.
Well,
Are you
you know,
familiar with the Addison disease?
I don't know what that is.
Addison Ruby had that.
Oh, okay. Addison. Yeah,
Yep.
Apple Crescent said is it similar to Addison disease at all? Just wondering. As
I've
the
never heard
symptoms
of
are
that.
very similar.
So there's
My dog, I had a Westie. She had Addison's. It's immune system, and just you have to get Procortin, and at least for the puppy, she did.
I
And
just I just take a testosterone supplement to try and
food.
regulate
What
and
do you on?
normalize.
What do you take? Androgel?
No, I used to take androgel,
Oh
but
yeah,
health insurance uh,
got
really
you.
proves difficult because it's like a class 3
Yep.
scheduled drug.
I was on for.
Uh,
Wait a minute.
and so I'm always having issues. I actually got discriminated against for my pre-existing condition by my health insurance this year,
Mm-hmm.
and it
You'll
took a
have to
long.
do
Say
is
again.
it happened to me too. They didn't want to qualify for the. I used to have it where it's the pump, and then it stopped, and then I had to do needles, and I was doing needles, and I have low testosterone. Could you imagine me with a lot of testosterone? I'd be like a gorilla. Anyway, so but yeah, I just I have very low testosterone. It's just what it is. So I started it back in like 2000. And then, it was great losing weight, all that stuff. And then I stopped it for a while and I moved back up. And now I just haven't taken it. I should get back on it again. They want me to, but it's just too up and down mood. But it's really important to have. And also, what
Yeah.
you want to do also, if you're having low density in bone, you need to go find a hyperbaric chamber. This is just my personal opinion, my personal thought.
Oh,
Um,
close.
but hyperbaric chambers will help you, and it will strengthen your body. I mean, in all levels, everything. And I would definitely take a look at that.
The people want me to put my stuff up close.
Oh yeah, let's get some of your artwork up close. Let's get back to the artwork. Let's see.
All right. No, we can keep talking. It's just hard. So like, since I can't really develop muscles, I can work out if I manage to get some, I can't even lift weights now. It's crazy. So here's my latest one. Where am I? This is hard to, so difficult. I'm just going to bring it to us. Sorry for my language. It's just hard to, like, I'll always be skinny, tall, lanky. No, let's not do that. 1 second.
Oh, there we go. It's better to be thin than to be overweight, and less stress on your body and your joints and your bones and your heart and everything else there. Hi, Zamilla. How are you? Nice.
Apologies. Can you hear me?
Yeah, buddy. You know
Okay.
what? I don't accept your apology.
My speakers are blown out on my laptop, so I can't be too far from the headphones.
That's all right.
So they wanted me to show up some up close art. This is
I
my
like
latest
the letter, by the way.
They're all self portraits.
Death.
So
match.
it's called, the full title is Life is a Death Match. If I can just be in focus. Sorry that I'm crooked. I don't know how to. Is that better? Oh gosh.
That really does remind me of like Batista and all that stuff. It's very good. It's
so
like this,
difficult.
but yet you love it. I mean, it's just.
I don't know how to be straight on this thing.
That's all right. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it.
So the theme is, I was recently in the hospital for my first time ever, due to like extreme nausea. Where am I going? Extreme nausea, and I always have chest pains.
Why?
And I don't know. I think it's the Klinefelter increased risk of heart disease, and that kind of causes panic attacks, and stuff like that. So I wound up in the hospital, and it kind of made me realize, like, okay, I'm not in control of my organs, and they could shut off at any moment for no reason whatsoever, And it made me think, like, everyone is in a death match, like, for their, like, every day, even whether they think about it consistently or not. And
right.
And so I'm like, okay, instead of like cowering at that fact, I'm gonna fight my like depression or my situation through my paintings. And this is like a chain. While they're still gonna deal with my suffering, it's more of like all right, bring on the suffering. I'm gonna power through it and like get ready, That's
Yeah,
about
absolutely.
it. That's why I'm doing that little like bring it on, with my skeleton hand. So
I
this
like
is
it, man.
Thank you. Go
That's
for
very
it.
cool. I like your stuff. Have you had an art show yet, or a gallery showing? Or
All right. So the funny thing is, as soon as I was about to have an art show, COVID struck, and I'm like, well, I can't do anything. So I had a little shindig, like in my old apartment with all my old work. But at that point, I wasn't painting. I had some charcoal mixed with oil sticks, but I wasn't full blown painting like I am now. Let me get the next one.
When do you start painting? When I start painting, I usually start very late at night, 10, 11 o'clock at night, and I'll go to 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And when do you normally do your painting? Is it during the day or at night, or?
It's whenever it strikes me. I like to do it in the day. I also like to do it like really late at night when I'm like tired as heck and like kind of, you know, like 5, 6 in the morning. But if you have kids, you can't really do that.
No, well, I do. I mean, what is this? I can't see everything because I got.
You're good. The glare.
Wait,
Hold
raise
on.
it up higher because the comment is above it. All right.
Oh,
So,
I see it. I see it.
Oh, I like that.
So it's the title was The Last Year, but my friend gave it. He's more vocabulary adept than I am.
Okay.
More learned, and he called it the autumn year. And that, like, your autumn years are like the later stages of your life, you know, like the last years of your life.
Yep.
And so this was before that Bring On the Torture painting, you know. Here I am with my cane, and my knees are you know, they're like shot. My knees are shot.
I feel for you, buddy. Let me tell you, I blew out my knees in September of
Oh man,
2018.
you really blew them out.
I blew them out.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've blown them out. That's
Oh my God. I was down to basically walking with canes, double canes. I was ready to get a walker. I could hardly walk.
wow.
Wasn't able to get home to see my father for a year and a half. I didn't see my father a year and a half before he died. And
My condolences.
yeah, so thank you. But you know what I started taking though? Are you taking like B12 and all of that? Are you taking fish oil? Are you
I'm
taking
taking some. I have some vitamins that I take, and some fish oil. Yeah, sometimes, not a lot.
to do regardless of your condition, B12, turmeric, fish oil, collagen. Take the collagen powder, drink it every morning, 2, 3 times a day. Boom, just add it. And it'll build that up, because if you're lacking in that and your body is deprived of that with your muscles and the Kleinfelds, you know, maybe that would be able to assist and give you some relief, because it did for me. And I'm talking instantly, within a day, it was a different thing. I was wearing varicose vein socks. I was wearing knee
Oh
braces.
wow.
I could not walk. I mean, I could hardly get up. I could hardly walk.
Why is it so dark?
Just crazy, man.
That's terrible.
Yeah, well, it's, you know, it's life. It's what it is. But it's getting better. And, you know, what is that painting behind you? That one's
This big one.
Yeah.
This one right here.
The one, yeah, with the
All right, so I can't really show this because I have very radical views on certain subjects, and I don't want to offend any of our viewers, so I'm not going to show certain artwork because I was banned from Instagram for it, and it's not like evil, but I guess it's all a point of view, you know. I'm not like racist or nothing like that, but I'm an extremist. I'm not in the gray area. I live life either yes or no. There's nothing in between for me. So my views are either yes or no views, you know, and I don't want to show some of that artwork that would probably sour the mood, because Tommy's all about positive vibes, and I'm not trying to change you know, some of my stuff is dark. But I'll show you parts of it. I can show you parts of it that don't show the bad stuff, you know.
Well, listen,
That'd be fine.
Art is, I'd love to see it. Art is an interpretation. I mean, it's just,
Maybe when we go off of live, I can show you the whole thing.
That I like the skeletons, the way you're doing it. It reminds you of
Thank
James
you.
Bond in Mexico, you know, with all those the big festival and everything. Wow, that's very
The
cool.
Dia de los Muertos.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was kind of thinking that, and I'm Colombian. The colors of the Colombian flag are yellow, blue, and red, minus the blue on the arms. The skeletons have, you know, this one is red bones, but then also blue, and then, you know, yellow and red, and it's kind of like they're out there waiting, and this guy right here has his hand up against the glass. That was really hard to do, like the hand behind the glass and make it look like it's there. I think I did a really bad job, but it's you know, you can tell what's happening.
Let me tell you something. I'm telling you, someone would pay big money for that.
Oh,
I
I'm not
love
selling
that.
this for less than like 5K. This thing's huge.
How
This
big?
thing, it's 10 feet by 12 feet. It's my biggest painting to date. Yeah, it's gigantic
Let
for
me
me.
see it. Open the whole thing up. Let's see it.
All right, let's go back. All right, I apologize. Not really. I don't really care because I don't like people that support these people that I'm anti. But let's see if I can. I'm gonna full screen myself. It's pretty big.
Let's see it, Bubba. Let's see. Let's see. I want to see. So it's 10
Sorry
feet.
for the light there. That bright light.
That's cool. Wait. Keep it on there. Let me just zoom in my thing. Oh, I like that. That's cool.
So
That's
I can give you
cool.
some introspect. In that cube hallway thing, that's
Yeah.
where my self-portraits will be. There will be a version of me sitting with my back to the flames, you know? This is
Yeah.
like, that hallway is what I feel like living with Kleinfelters was like.
Like a living hell.
Yeah, like a living hell. So I have my back to the flames with no way out, really, because there's no cure for this. It's in my DNA. I'm stuck like this until I'm gone, you know? So I might as well fight it out as much as I can.
Yeah,
And it's not like it's
absolutely.
killing me, but I can gain, you know, heart attacks and stuff like that. But so there'll be one version of me sitting up against the flames, decapitated, right? I won't have my head. It won't be very gruesome. It'll just, you won't be seeing a head on the figure. And then there will be a second version of me touching the glass where the skeleton is touching the glass, but from the inside, like peering out, you know. And then the third version of me will be stepping out of the cube here up. Let me see if I can move this chair that's in the way. He'll be stepping out of the cube right here. He'll be stepping out of the cube right there, whatever. And this will be some water, and there'll be like a bloodied knife. And then in his hand here, he's crouching down, coming out of the hallway. One of his hand. Have you ever seen the statue of Perseus holding the head of Medusa?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't think of that and then come up with the idea. Like I came up with my idea, and it reminded me of the statue Medusa's head. And so it'll be me coming out of the hallway, holding my head from the back by the goatee. That's why I grew it out, you know. So I'm gonna be holding myself like that. It's very dark. This was before
Not that dark. Listen, there's a lot worse out there. It's just.
Oh, I know. It's like a suicide. It's like I don't really want to die, you know, myself. But through my paintings, I can. I'm immortal in these paintings. I can't really die, you know. So in my paintings, I'll be killing myself because this is a theme of this. This is during the Chauvin trial, so you can kind of guess where that is. And that's what that blue creature is. That's Chauvin. That's what I think of him, at least. And then you know, there's just it's a death painting. There's Dia de los Muertos right where is my arm right there. Dia de los Muertos, the skeletons with the bare crops in the background. Hey Tommy, but that's my baby. That's my I always thought it was going to be my last project because materials are so expensive and I can't afford to continue. You know, so I was going to retire and just start grinding, you know, to get some money and pay these bills off. And then hopefully later on in life, I could restart painting. But I've gained a new outlook on life.
Buddy.
I'm not stopping. Recently I've gained a new outlook where I'm not going to stop. I have so many more paintings. I'm going to change the view though, because it's kind of a negative message. You feel me? There's there's like some negative stuff on this side too.
You know, you have paintings that are dark. You have paintings that are, but honestly, I like it. and I'm not a negative person. I think it's cool as hell. I'm like,
I'm
holy
not
shit,
negative. I'm just
I can
realist.
get it for $10,000 a piece. I mean, like, give me a break. It's like you got to
This is
get
a
in the
weird
right
pose.
crowd for that stuff. I'm telling you, you get into a New York City gallery or something like that.
They'll
and
never post this stuff. They're very
Yeah,
censoring.
do it online. Build your own thing. Just make the vibe is, listen, we can all have acts of a play, right?
Hmm.
Acting, and we're acting out our emotion, we're acting out our feeling, on canvas. There's nothing wrong with that.
Comments make me
We're not
blush.
going out and getting a gun and killing somebody, thank God, because that's not tolerated by any means. I mean, we need to
No,
take care of each other and be our best, and you know,
some of these are like super. Back with my like black and white
yeah, but
point of
those
view.
people,
Some of them are extreme.
everybody's extreme to a degree. I think we're all extreme. We all have extreme moments in ourselves. Some people are more extreme on more intense subjects. Some people are more extreme on little subjects. You know, like for me being extreme, you know what I'm extreme on? When you go to a restaurant and you get crappy food, and then you're like, I just paid for it, and that pisses me off as I drive away all nice and peacefully. And then I come in, I'm like, this is terrible. That's
But
extreme for
those
me.
are like, I understand what you mean by extreme, but I'm talking about like radicalism extreme.
Yeah, I'm not that way. I kind of I'm too tired.
It's
I mean,
that's what
I'm just
I
too tired.
get you.
I just want
I'm
to
a big
relax and just kind of take it easy. I want to take care of my kids. I want to take care of my wife. I want to give love. I want to help everybody I possibly can. I want to give my artwork, out to everybody, to the market that I like, and make it affordable, but yet make me money for my family, so I can relax. Because, for me, I've been in the process, and I used to make a lot of money, and then when my accident happened, I was home for a long time, and then when I got back into my profession, I was basically blocked out. So you go from making crazy stuff to zero, then building it back up, and it's a journey, buddy. It's a journey, but you're in the right place. You're absolutely in the
Speaking
right
of being
place.
speaking of being in the
You
right place, we have a comment. Apple Crescent. She's one of
oh yeah.
our
Makes me blush all these
old
comments that are very supportive.
older as in longest
Thank you,
standing
Apple
members. And she's in Australia,
Oh,
Ardo.
cool.
Crescent.
And she
I've
said,
been there.
we are definitely a group of people that can be here for you whenever you need some encouragement, support, and help. We will
Absolutely.
uplift and help you when you need some positive vibes. And that's what it's all
Thanks.
about. I'm
That is
just,
what it's all
I'm
about.
looking at, I'm so excited because a lot of times people ask me, where do you want to go with this channel? Where do you see yourself going? I mean, what is it that you're trying to do? This is what I'm trying to achieve, you know? And I actually was just talking to Maurice on the phone. Um, and I was saying, see what's going on right now? This is what I love. Mike is an aspiring art, Mike is an artist. Ardo's an artist. Both can definitely use more viewership. Both can, plugs and everything. And this is what I'm trying to do. Just help.
That's it.
Just try to expose people. And Ardo, you had said to me earlier, I'm going to be smiling so much, I'm going to be nervous.
Yeah, I
And
hate
now
smiling.
it's a comfortable space, though, isn't it? You have to admit.
You got a good smile. You're a good-looking kid. What are you doing? You hate
Nah,
smiling.
chill. I don't like smiling when it's like not
You don't
when
like
you don't need it.
smiling.
I don't
Let
like.
me tell you something.
I like
Tony
frowning.
Robbins says it best, Arno. I mean, you can literally change your entire body chemistry by smiling. Try it. You can't.
Yeah.
You literally have a biochemical change. You literally will turn happy if you go like this and you keep it going for minutes. Practice minutes. You can't help but get happy. Life's too short to be sad.
I'm not. It's not bad to be sad. I feel like the
I hate
negative comment. I think I'm more in tune with my emotions than what the normal like what you believe to be sad. I see more as in tune.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's more of a different viewpoint. I'm gonna take off my glasses because of the reflection, but then my eyes are all like.
That's all right. Hi,
Yeah.
Donna Brother. How are you?
Hello.
How are you? How are you? We're just talking about artwork and everything else in between. And, Yeah, but it's just it's funny when I first started uh, selling my art.
Mm-hmm.
I started high,
What do you
and my
mean high
price,
prices?
no, yeah, high prices, and
Okay.
I started like 1,200
That's not
bucks.
what I thought.
Yeah, yeah. Nah. I really never smoked that much. I mean, last time I think I smoked a joint, it was like I was 30. I broke up with a girl. My cousin's like, "Hey,
Oh,
look,
breakup medicine.
you need to smoke this." I was like, "Nah, nah, nah." I passed out on his living room
It's
floor
not for
for four and a
everyone.
half hours,
Whatever.
stoned out of my mind. I'm like, oh my god. Anyway, but the
How I
thing
feel
is
about
that
alcohol.
what were we talking about? You got me thrown off on a tangent. I
You said you
forgot.
started high price.
Oh, high price. Thank you. So
Mm-hmm.
I started at 1,200 bucks, and my wife was like, "Are you at 12? Who is going to
Out of
pay
your mind?
$1,200
There's people.
for your painting? They don't even know you." And I go, "Means nothing. It's if you have value and you actually can do
No
something.
way.
It's all
Thank you,
about the
Apple.
hype. It's all about the hype to get you going. You start up. There's someone that's going to be like, you know what? That's not bad." And that's what I did. I sold it to this guy. I think he was in Ohio or something. This millionaire guy. I
Oh
met
wow.
him in North Carolina at a concourse car show. I did a Corvette for him, and I think I charged him 1,200 bucks. And I stayed there for a long time, and then I raised it to 2,500, and then I started the auctions, and that's been taking it up higher. And then I sold the last two paintings at 4,000.
That's great.
It's just it's okay. It's okay, but you got to be consistent. You got to be really, really, really consistent, and so have that flow. Make sure because
Thank you,
now.
spoiled princess with the heart.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
The name.
So, the thing is that it's all about just pushing.
I
It's
just
just
don't have that confident. I mean, I kind of do. The more I develop my stuff, because before it was like, okay, if you look at this one,
which
you see
one?
how there's this one. This is like when someone told me, let me get closer.
Oh, that's cool.
When someone told me, at first I was just doing, close-ups of my torso and my head self-portraits. But then my stepbrother was like, you need to start investing more time. Oh shit. Sorry for cursing. You need to start investing more time in your pieces. So I was like, okay, let me add some depth, and I tried to do some more painting. And this is when I was still predominantly charcoal usage, and not too
Wait,
much color.
don't move the camera. Wait, hold on. Let me.
Oh.
Oh, that's cool. I'm trying to. I like that. That is very cool, man.
So if you can not look at the color and just look at and obviously not the lines that have been added in, but the body and the hands and the face and the feet, that's all one line.
Yeah, I
And so
like
what I would
that.
do is I would before, I don't normally do this now because I'm full blown painting, but what I used to do was I would just look at my reflection
Yeah,
and do one line and then work with whatever came out,
yeah.
and try and draw myself like that. But now I'm just painting, so I try and make it look somewhat accurate.
I absolutely love it.
Thank you.
Right now, I'm getting a whole gallon of water.
Thank you.
I mean, I love it. I think your stuff is killer.
Bring down some of the
Really,
smaller
really
stuff.
seriously killer. Like this is what your stuff reminds me of. This was from my grandfather. This I don't. It's Mira. See? Can you see it?
Oh, that's cool.
That reminds me of you.
I like that.
Now that real painting's about $40 million. That my grandfather was. He copied a lot of paintings. He was a very successful lawyer. In the 50s and 60s, and he made a tremendous amount of money, and he would make these paintings as copies and never tell anybody, and he would give them away as gifts, and people were like, oh my god, did you see what Bob gave me? And they're like, yeah, it's like a 5,000, meanwhile it'd be like $100,000 painting today. And so he gave he didn't give them to a lot of people, but he gave them to his close friends, and this one friend of his put it in his New York City apartment, and he had it there for about 3 or 4 years, and then the pipes burst and it destroyed the painting.
Oh
And he
no.
calls up my
He was a
grandfather and he
copy.
goes, Bob, I've got terrible news. He goes, what's the matter? He goes, the painting. He goes, it's ruined. And he goes, oh my God, what happened? He goes, the pipes burst. He goes, but not to worry. I've already filed the lawsuit. I filed an insurance claim for like
Oh
30
no.
grand. I mean, it was like $30,000 back in like the early 70s, which is like 100 grand today. And all of a sudden, my grandfather's like, hold it. You got to cancel.
You got to cancel.
Report. Yeah. He goes, what are you talking about? He goes, it's a fake. He goes, I gave it to you as a joke. He goes, I didn't have the heart to tell you. He was that good.
Wow.
He was that good. And I mean, he was that good.
He can really,
Picasso,
that's true talent right there too. Mimicry is very hard.
My great-grandfather was an artist as well. Here, wait. Pardon me, everybody. Got to take a jug of ionized water. Alkaline, 88, smooth hydration.
You should be a commercial.
Like a commercial. I know.
1 second.
Right here, everybody. Purified water enhanced with Himalayan minerals and alkalines and electrolytes. Smooth hydration. All right, anyway, I'm just drinking more water.
Oh my gosh, kicking on my heart. So I'm not the only artist in my family. Not in my direct family, but my older cousin, he is an artist as well. He paints.
Oh,
he
nice.
does not do, So I always idolized him as a child growing up. And
here, wait a minute. I'll show you. This one I did.
Hey, Tony. It was great meeting you today, man.
Hey, man.
Very blessed, yeah.
Hey, Tony, very good, very good. So glad.
Here, check that one out.
Wow.
My brother.
Wow.
That's super metaphorical. I like that.
You see the glitter on the eyes?
Multimedia.
Crying tears. Wait a minute, where are the tears?
Right there.
Green. Well, my wife has green eyes.
Wow.
I think she was pregnant or something. And she was, emotional all the time. So I was like, oh my God. So she was always feeling blue and just like, and then my brother-in-law comes, he goes, that looks like Lady Gaga. I got to meet Lady Gaga. I got to give her that painting. Maybe she'll do a lot. I'm like, all right, Scott, this is like 10 years ago. What's up? And
that's cool.
Isn't it killer?
I like that one. You showed me a lot of good art.
I did. Well, thank you. And I did this one, but I cannot show online here. And I did it I was watching something on the Red Light District. So I did a cartoon of a woman in her birthday suit, innocently in her birthday suit. And it says, love, money. And she had their nice little red tone. And it's so cute. But it's, it's a nude.
Yeah, it's a little racy for this feed.
Oh, let's see. What's that one?
So these are some, if I can get in the view, these are some small self-portraits I did of myself. The canvas that I had at the time. I did that. What's it called when you paint outside?
Outside?
Yeah, when you paint, it's plein air.
I have no idea.
Like when you paint outside right in the moment, I think it's called plein air, like PLEIN.
Honestly, I don't know, buddy.
It's a type. It's not. It's like you have your whole painting kit out there. I don't know. It's like a French thing.
Nice. Yeah. Like in the cartoons.
French fry?
Huh?
Like French fries?
No. Like Van Gogh style.
Outline. Smooth hydration. 88.
So this is like very texture filled. You can see it right here in the whites in the background. But this, painting outside with oil sticks is challenging because it's like painting with a candlestick that's on fire and already melting.
I'm sorry, everybody, for drinking in public, but I'm beyond dehydrated.
You're good.
With the candlestick.
Here's the retiring soon one, Tommy.
Yeah.
This is when I thought I was like gonna have to retire because materials were too expensive for me. And my friend dubbed it the defaced Rothko.
Yeah.
Because
hey, let me see. Wait, let's just say. Oh, that's cool.
I use a knife to etch out my self-portrait instead of paint.
Let me tell you something. You just have to get into the right circles.
Yeah, I just gotta. I have some kind of circle, but I need more connections and more exposure.
That's
I
what
already
it's all
showed this
about,
one.
though. Listen, it's all about networking. It's all about networking. And hi, Kara. It's all about networking. And never underestimate your worth, as you have very much and you have a lot to offer people. That's very sweet, Apple.
Thank you, Apple Crescent.
That's a great name, Apple.
You know, we have a dating game
To
coming
make a
up.
phone. You have a dating game? Oh, you were talking about that.
Yeah, we have a dating game coming up.
Oh, the dating game. By the way, I have a painting that's not even here though. It's when the economy crashed. I made a boxer. T, do you remember when I did that boxer, the giant boxer?
And my dad wants another boxing one. You remember how you didn't you do that one for his birthday?
I did it for his 80th.
Yeah, he wants like a life size one. So I don't even know how to go about doing anything like that.
Just get me the. I'll do it for him. For him, I'll do anything. I'll make.
All right, he's been bugging me for this life size boxing picture of himself. I'm like,
All right,
you're really taking advantage of mommy not being here. I'll tell you,
brother. I'm gonna.
you know.
I'll make him a big boxer, but you guys will have to ship it out yourself because it could cost.
Okay.
And you just get me the materials, get me everything. I'll find out what all the cost is, and I'll paint it, and I'll make him something killer.
Oh man.
All right.
Yep. All right, Mike.
That's easy.
Thanks, buddy.
Are you kidding me? He's the only papa.
Yeah, I'm going over there tomorrow. Spend the night tomorrow night.
All right, but just
And
we'll have to. You got to get me photos and everything. And then
yeah, well, I have the one. He has it's in my. This is the same one you did before. He just wants it gigantic.
All right, so that photo again. Then I'll work.
Okay.
That'll be fun. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Because you added stuff to the last time, like brushed looks and stuff like that, shadowing stuff.
Totally different. Will blow his mind.
Okay.
You know, he's gonna need an oxygen. It's gonna blow his eyeballs. Wow! I didn't know you could do that. Wow! Hey! Right! Wow! You know, that's it. That's it.
Hey, spoiled princess with a heart. Yeah. Well, you know what? We have our first bachelor.
Ardo is our first.
No, I'm celibate. I'm tired of the
dating game.
Yeah.
No, I'll be the talk show host in the background that tells Tommy.
Yeah. No, Ardo, you're gonna have a spot, but it's gonna be something dealing with the artistic. And we're gonna definitely display some stuff, and I'm gonna talk to you. We'll work it out, man. Because I definitely want to. Cool. I want to showcase talent. It's about showcasing talent. Nobody's just away from the whole thing. You know, everybody has
man. It's all about helping.
Yeah.
How many times,
the art world is very welcoming.
Lives,
yeah.
You know, you like, God, I wish I could do this. I wish I could do that. Well, you
know
what?
Even if I get the green screen up and have like some artwork or something showcased, and people say, "Hey, whose artwork?" I could say it's Ardo's, and this is Mike's. And
that'd be cool.
You know, we have showcase your stuff in the background. You know, it's very colorful.
The day I hear my name from someone else's mouth that I don't even know is like the day I know I've made it, kind of.
Hey,
brother, let me tell you something. You're already here.
Just
because there isn't an audience doesn't mean you're not here.
Oh no,
you are here.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not dismissing myself.
Like I hate to say like a dad, but like because you're 29. So wait, I could actually be your dad, couldn't I? Could age.
How old are you?
I'm 53. I'll be 54 in March.
Dad is I think like around your age, maybe 52, something like that.
Yeah. So it's it was very funny. I was in the pool today. And so, well, it wasn't so funny because I won't even go into what happened at the pool. It was like terrible. Anyway, there's this little girl, and her name's Ava, and she's so damn cute, and she's 4 years old. So she's got her water wings on and everything, and I'm in with my boys, and we're throwing the football and the whole thing. And I go to her, I go, hi. And she goes, hi, look at me. Look, I can swim. Let me show you. I go, what's your name? Ava. I said, hi, Ava. How old are you? And she goes, I'm 4. And I said, wow, 4 years old. And this is the first time it's happened. She goes, and how old are you? Normally they're always like, thank you. You know,
Yeah.
and I was like, wow. I said, well, I'm 53. You're 53? I said, yes, I'm 53. Going to be 50. Wow. Okay. You know, and it was just like that. And then as we're getting out, I hate to say it, everybody just make sure when you go in the pool, make sure you do your best. I can't even. Should I say it? I
Oh,
don't.
that no, you're good. We all know what
Bobby, did
happened.
you hear Did you see the message that I sent you?
The message?
Go read your text message first before and respond, because it was like Caddyshack with the baby Ruth in the pool. Put it that way. You won't know,
Oh,
Arno. You're way.
I know what Caddyshack is, but I never watched it.
Say a child decided to do.
I know what you're
pool.
talking about. Yeah, yeah.
So at the very bottom, my son's got his goggles on, and all of a sudden he goes,
Oh,
Daddy,
no.
there's a poop at the bottom of the. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? And he's like, I go, come on, that's not true. Lift it up. I don't know if it's real or not. It could be. I don't know what it is, but it didn't look good. So after I
Out of the pool.
washed my skin, I was clean. But thanks.
And you stay in the shower extra long.
I understand of you can't even believe it. Anyway, alkaline water, anyone? It's smooth hydration. It's the only time I get to do my announcer's voice, people. Every time I try to pay it, it ends up abstract. That's how it's supposed to be. Mm-hmm.
Without a solid idea or in your head?
Your painting always changes. Your
Yeah,
idea
that's very true.
morphs into something else. You have
You're always adding
starting
more.
point, and where it ends. The journey is unknown.
But I mean more like besides commissions, when you're doing your own artwork.
Yeah.
I know that the idea will change to something else, but do you start without an idea completely, or is there already something kind of formed?
Well, I sometimes I'll start with just an idea. And God, I can't even see myself. Sorry. Hold on.
That's how I am.
Yeah. Maybe I should take the glasses off.
I paint with my glasses off.
Sometimes I do, because then it's like all like warped. Yeah. But sometimes I'll do just an abstract or just a color or something, but it never goes anywhere. I always have to have a focus point for me.
This guy.
Doing it, you know, like, and speaking of change, too much water. Sorry, people. Speaking of change and pushing yourself. So right behind here, there's a guy that wait a minute, hold on. Remember my thought. Wait, I can draw, I just can't paint. How do you know? Have you tried it, Kara? And if you have tried it, try it again. And if you can't do it, then try it again. And then try it again. And try it again. And try it again. And try it again. And just keep on doing it. Because what's going to happen is that you're going to start to understand what you're feeling. And just let it flow. And don't sweat it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the end result is. What matters is the process and how it makes you feel. Does it relax you? Does it stress you out? Does it make you happy? I mean, it's all about the expression and the feeling that you are having when you're behind the canvas, right? And who's that nice girl, Lisa Ledwitz? I think I know her. Anyway, that's my wife. So it is.
I was like, oh,
That's my girl. Yep, that is my girl. Anyway, so the thing is that it's all about that expression. And don't think for a second that you can't do it, because that's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's just the truth. It's the truth. Don't allow a blockage to stop you from feeling good. You know, Just go for it. Art is art. Art is art. You see people who sell art that you're like, what the hell is that? And it just went for 10 million.
I find that I don't
Right?
like that kind of art, like the banana type on the wall.
No, it could be
That was an
whatever
insult
it
to
is.
art.
Yeah, I mean, but everything is art. It doesn't matter what it is. If someone finds value in that and that makes them happy and they want to hang it in their house or wherever, that's artwork. It could be whatever. It may not be my taste. It may not be your taste. It may not be half of the population's taste, but somebody's going to like it and somebody's going to want it and someone's going to see value in it and they're going to pay you for it.
I just, when astronomical numbers come into play, I can't fathom like the art, like what's going on in the buyer's mind, like how much they desire this or what
Listen,
they're
let me tell
buying.
you something. It's out there. And for me personally, I want it. I do want it.
I don't know if I
Why
want
do I
that.
want it? Because I want it, whatever that number is, it is. But I want it because it can allow me to continue and to perpetuate doing what I love, support my family, build a legacy, and just be able, and also be able to help people. Because a lot of stuff I've given to people at reasonable pricing. And when my last painting sold for 4,000, I called up the people that bought it. I'm like, guess what? Your stock just went up. They're like, what are you talking about? Painting I just sold you 3 years ago or 4 years ago, it just went for this now. Really? Yes. Doesn't mean that they need the money, or maybe they do need the money. I have no idea. But at least I'm creating a benefit for someone. I'm making somebody happy. And that's a good thing. And don't, if you have this view, that's fine. That's your choice. God bless you. But the point is that the stuff that I'm seeing behind there is worth more than what you're selling.
Yeah, I know. I know I should be selling for. Whenever I tell my dad, like, "Oh, I sold artwork," and he's asking, like, "How much?"
Right.
Hello, Yolanda.
Hi, Yolanda. How are you?
And I always tell him the price. He kind of sounds disappointed in me. He's like, "You need to start selling for more." It's just very awkward. I don't like talking about money. If I could, I would give the art for free to the people
Me
that
too.
want it.
I love
Like,
doing that.
they
I love,
love the work
yeah.
and they want it. And I'm like, why should I have to charge you for this? But, I have to, if I want to keep painting, that costs money, unfortunately.
It's, it was funny. A guy, when I was started doing this and I was cranking, and I'm still doing good, but it just like, it was going crazy. I mean, crazy. And so a guy goes, it was a friend of mine, and he goes, wow. He goes, that's pretty good for a starving artist. And I wanted to tell him to go blank off.
I
don't like starving artists. It's insulting.
Really?
Yeah, I find it very insulting.
So I try and live that life. I like that. So, because my suffering style, I need to be suffer. I don't need to be, but my painting is about suffering.
It up your creativity.
Yeah, so I stay broke 24/7.
So how
I
do you
get the money.
survive?
I just bare minimum. I make the bare minimum. Sometimes when I like to live in the moment instead of like I plan. I pay my bills a month in advance at most. And then like I'll work and I'll pay off what I have, and I don't really have. I paid off my college debt even though I dropped out, but it was like $30K. I've paid off my car and I own my loft, but besides that, I don't really like money. That's why painting is so hard, because it's expensive, but I love it, but I hate money. And hate's a very strong term, but
why is it that you hate money? Where is that coming from, though?
I just don't like the capitalistic. I don't want to venture into like this type of area, but I just don't like that it rules everything, and wish we were more skill and like bartering.
I
like
agree.
skill, like, oh, you need some food, paint me something, and I'll paint that, and you give me some milk, whatever.
Well, let me just tell you something. I met,
born in the wrong generation.
Peter Max?
No.
Okay, Peter Max, Google him. Peter Max is this world famous artist. He knew the Beatles. Stratospherically brilliant and known. So anyway, this is probably 12 years ago. It was in New Jersey. And when
I like his mustache.
his mustache, yeah, he's got, well, that's Leroy Neiman has one like this. He used to have one and it would come all the way out.
Ooh, that's pretty.
But he grew his beard out that way. Oh, is that Leroy Neiman's my favorite?
Yeah, that's his. Let me turn down my brightness.
Who's that? Oh, that's Max. Yeah, Peter. Yep.
Yeah, I like his colors. He's very, very colorful.
Love Peter Max. So when I first moved back to New Jersey after Georgia, I got transferred with job. I had to get a rug, and hi Yolanda, and I went to Linens and Things, and there was a woman, and if she's watching, Laura, you're the best. I love you. Laura Doherty is her name, and she's an incredible, I mean, mind blowing chef. I mean, unbelievable, like genius, genius, genius. And she's the sweetest, most sincere, caring person I've met in a very, very long time. And so we were at Linens and Things, and she happened to be working there. And I was looking for a throw rug for our place for Lisa and I. And she showed me this rug. I said, man, I said, it reminds me of Peter Max. And she goes, ironically enough, I know Peter Max. And my jaw dropped. No, Peter Max? She's like, yeah, I'm good friends with him. She's like, I met Ringo Starr from the Beatles. All this stuff. She would cook. She did all catering. And she catered all his parties for this educational fund in New York City at his loft. Anyway, fast forward. So I become friends with her. My wife becomes friends. We're all, talk all the time. And then there was a Ferrari event, and it was in Red Bank. And me being a car guy, I had to go see all the Ferraris, and it was insane. I go in this jewelry store called Hamilton Jewelers, and who the hell is there? Peter Max. And my buddy Eric is there. And
were you nervous?
I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, that's Peter Max. And he goes, who the hell is he? And I go, you got to be kidding me. Don't toy with me. Like, he's deadpan guy. He looks like a redwood tree. He's 6'3", 260 pounds. He looked like he walked off a movie set, and he's a chiropractor. And he's like my brother. Anyway, so he's like, who's he? I go, come on, you know him. He goes, I don't know Gene Simmons either. I go, come on, stop BSing me. So anyway, I walk up to him. I go, excuse me, Mr. Max. I said, my name's Michael Lewis. I know Laura Doherty is a friend. How's she doing? Hugs me.
You're like, wow, I never thought.
15 minutes. And I said, I'm an artist. I showed him some of my stuff. He goes, oh my God. I said, would it be all right if I call you? He goes, absolutely. Paul, his guy's name was Paul Durante. It was his man.
Wow.
He's not there. He gave me his number. He said, you need anything, you call us. So now I'm connected with Peter Mac. Peter, I don't think I ever got a chance to talk to him. I talked to Paul once, and then he wasn't his manager anymore. So it was like, it was over. But if I found him, I could find him again. It's no big deal. But the point is that I forgot what my point is. That's why I'm ADD. But it was like about artwork and values and everything else like that. You just got to go for it. That's what I was talking about. You just got to go for it. It's like, do it. And money.
Money.
You need it. You don't have to like it, but you know what? This is the thing. Build it, it will grow. Build it, it will grow. Burn the boats. Just do it. Money happens to be a part of this. And why not make it if you can? You're 29 years old, right? That's wonderful. Unless you have a very large nest egg and you're able to withstand life force here, that's phenomenal. But if you got to build it, let it earn it for you. Let it make it for you. Let those pay. Oh, that's what I was talking about. You just want to barter and you just want to be able to give away. That's how it started. I'm sorry. I go on errands of people.
It's fine. That happens to me too.
So I bought actually right here. I'm going to show everyone. Here's my show and tell today, people. 1969 Porsche 911 Fuchs rims. Everyone's like, what is this going? Well, where is it going? These rims are about $3,000.
Whoa. And
a gentleman had them on Facebook for $1,200. And obviously refurbished for about $3,000, $4,000. And so what happened was that I was interested in buying them because I think it's like a little earnings. You can it's like a CD. You buy them low, you could sell them, so forth. And he saw my artwork. And he goes, hey,
Trade.
And I've been right. And he goes,
Nice.
and I've been trying to do this because Peter Max used to do this all the time, and he would use his paintings as currency.
That's what I like.
Yep. So he goes, I love your artwork. He goes, would you trade me something for the rims? I said, yes. Not for anything more than the fact that I actually created currency, and my artwork is now currency.
Mm-hmm.
And so I made the painting of his 912, and it came out fantastic. And I did a nice size for him. And so now, look, now I get to use it as a footrest. Isn't that great?
Hopefully he's not using your painting as a footrest.
He could use it for whatever he wants.
That's true.
He wants to use it for a tray table. I could care less. As long as
That'd
he's
be a cool
happy.
tray table.
I just made an ottoman. This is unbelievable. Look at this, everybody. Look at that.
It looks much bigger on the floor.
Oh, yeah. Man, I'm in heaven. But anyway, that's it. So it's just, let me ask the people out there, the audience out there, who paints out there? Who does websites out there? Who can help elevate to the next level? Let's network. Let's all network and see how we can help each other. Right? So who can build phenomenal websites that'll blow your eyeballs out? Who knows how to deal with, marketing campaign? Who has contacts with people that want to look at Arno's work or want to see my artwork? I do a lot with the Porsche community and all exotics and stuff, and also eventually with the television show. Hopefully that'll be able to segue into stuff too. But
what's your television show going to be about?
It's the dating game. No, I'm only
kidding.
Oh,
it's the dating. Oh.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm doing a car show. And that's all I can say really right now. But I'm filming a pilot right now for a car show that Netflix is taking a look at. They want to see first look. And
you called it Highland?
No. We have a name, but I can't release it yet.
Oh, okay.
But it's going to be a car program, and it's me interviewing people and having fun, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But if it gets picked up, we'll be happy. If it doesn't, we'll still be happy. So
what channel, if you can say that?
There is no channel yet. We haven't gotten picked up yet. We're trying to get we have Netflix that wants to take a look at it first. They
That's really good.
Yeah, it's a very big thing, actually.
That's a big one, yeah.
Yeah. So
that's probably it.
The one of my partners who's doing it with me, he's actually worked with them in the past, so now they want to see whatever he's got. And so this is what we're doing, and it's going to evolve into something hopefully great, and then make people happy and be able to help people. You never know, and maybe we could develop more and more, but you never know. You never know. Just got to keep on pushing. You just got to keep on pushing, and don't sweat it. It's gonna be okay. The one thing that I did learn is that in January, when all this started with me with this TV stuff, my focus got side rail, right? Yeah. And so instead of doing my artwork nonstop, now I'm filming, now I'm doing, all of this stuff. And it's incredible. But it separates, you're going in two different paths at the same time. So now you become a Siamese twin, it's just you're a two-headed snake. You're just going down, moving along, but yet you're still trying to rip each other, separate each other. And it's hard to do. And, but it's fun, man. Oh God, it's so much fun. And the people that you meet, it's really cool. Nice people. It's just, that's why I have this beard. I grew the beard. Oh, I'm dead serious.
For real?
I swear to God.
I like doing this.
Oh yeah, you got your nice little goat too, yeah.
This is for the painting though.
So
I normally rock the full beard. Like
do you get a full beard?
Yeah, I get a full beard, but it's more like this type of facial hair, but it goes all the way around.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mustache? Oh,
yeah, mustache and the little the soul patch.
I mean, I miss. The thing is, I normally will grow when my kids were born 10 years ago. I started growing it, and I would call it my functional beard. So, this is during the winter, and I used to work for companies, and they didn't like me with facial hair, and I was freezing. I was working I was selling track. It was when the economy crashed. I couldn't get a job, And so I grew this thing, and they were like, "Why are you growing a beard? You know, you look so much better." I'm like, "It's my functional beard." They're like, "What the hell's a functional beard?" I'm like, "It keeps me warm. That's it. I need
I
it.
don't like sleeping with a beard though.
Have it, but I'm growing it." And then when Movember came with cancer awareness, I was like, "Gotta do it in November." Sorry, guys. But I'd have to start like 3 or 4 months before to get it nice and thick, you know. And it was funny. My mother, when she had cancer, I would still grow the beard, and she'd like, "Michael, please shave that thing."
They don't like the beards.
They don't like, and I'm
Some
like,
people do, but
yeah, but it was funny because my mother had a very good sense of humor. And so I'm like, "Ma, what are you doing? What do you mean shave the beard?" She goes, "It looks terrible. It looks terrible." I said, "But it's from cancer awareness." She goes, "I know." I said, "Listen to
but
me.
it looks
You
terrible.
got cancer. You got cancer." I said, "This is the only benefit with this damn cancer with you." You know, I'm like, "Leave me alone." And she would laugh her ass off. Oh God, she had the best laugh. She was incredible. Oh my God. Yes, Tommy about it. Tommy's mom, my mom, it was the neighborhood moms, you know, and, you know, growing up in Wayside, New Jersey was an experience. And, you know, it was crazy. It was just, you know, I've known Tommy now for 44 years. I mean,
Wow,
oh,
that's a super friendship.
he's awesome.
This is what I used to look like.
Tommy, when we're on the phone, we act like 10-year-olds. Now,
Yeah, I saw
we're
when you
both
guys were saying
very,
goodbye.
yeah, we're both like, you know, we do okay. We're all happy, you know, family, the whole thing. But we get this crazy shit, and it's just like making faces, doing this, acting like total, you know, goofballs, and we laugh our ass off. I mean, laugh our ass to the point where it hurts, to the point where you can't really breathe, and you're just like, okay, I got to stop, but yet it keeps on coming. It's just, and it's funny because when I'm in my house and I'm in my office, I'm doing whatever, my wife will be like, "I can hear you literally like 2 doors down, you know, who you on with? You gotta be on with Tommy." And she'll know just from me
She
laughing,
knows it's him.
literally. And then the boys are like, "Is that Uncle Tommy? We know it's Uncle Tommy. You guys are always laughing. Why are you always laughing?" You know, they're just there. I'm like, "Because Uncle Tommy's funny and we were funny, we're laughing, you know, that's what we're doing." So it's pretty cool.
This is what I used to look like.
Let me say,
I like doing the
look at you, buddy.
so I have really curly hair.
So wait, you would walk around with half shave, or you were in the
It's a
midst of
quarter
shave?
shave actually. There's no hair in the back. It's just the side. I liked to put my hand through my hair,
Yeah.
you know, or through the beard. And I did the haircut mainly because my full name is Ricardo Yepes.
Yeah.
But over time, and they're all self portraits, you know, so it's Ricardo Yepes in the paintings. But over time and more recently, I went from signing my name to signing Ardo, which is half of Ricardo.
Right.
And Ardo is basically like my art personality
Yeah.
and persona. And I eventually became Ardo, like in real life. And you know, Ricardo Yepes is, you know, I'm their legal name and I'm here in body, but I think like Ardo, and I basically no, I don't have a Facebook page. I mean, I do personal, but I haven't used it in eons.
Yeah.
I have no website. I had
Neither
an
do I.
Instagram, but I got banned.
Well, that's what you were telling me on.
Yeah, but I'd rather not go into that because my life has been better after I got off Instagram. So I've made more sales.
You were telling me. Sorry, hold on.
You're good. Tommy looks like he's cracking up at something.
I'm hungry. I'm having a Reese's
Are you
Pieces.
eating food?
I'm starving my butt off. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good.
Bone, what are you doing?
So I'm over here cracking up because he's like, "I don't have a Facebook. I was banned from Instagram. I really don't have. I'm an outlaw, but I have these paintings."
He's like the outlaw Josie Wales. He's
I like doing personal sales. You know, I like meeting I have to meet you first. I don't like shipping my work. I'll drive out to you. You know, I'm not gonna fly over. I like driving. I do Uber Eats every day almost. If I sell some paintings, I can take a few days off and then back to the, you know, minimum amount that I need to make.
Hey man, I'll tell you, he's fantastic. Ardo, man.
I don't know. Suffering. It's good. You feel alive. You feel more alive than when you're happy. Because when you're happy, you're like in heaven, you know, and you're like, this can't be real. But when you're suffering, you're like, man, this is too real.
I don't know.
I'm not him. I mean, I know I'm good looking.
Huh?
So like, with the self-portrait, you have to be narcissistic. I'm not like, oh, I'm better than you, stuff like that. But I know I'm good looking, and I'm like,
Right.
and yeah, I love myself. I'm not like narcissist who's like in love with himself. But
I saw you kissing your hands 37 times. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know.
But no, I'm just more of.
And you had Frank Sinatra on the radio.
Frank Sinatra's pretty good.
Frank Sinatra is killer, man. He is killer. He is killer. But you know,
this is
you look
fun.
good
I've
with
never
the
been on a
shaven head,
podcast.
huh? You look good with the beard. That's a good picture. You know, that you.
My
did.
older cousin is the one. He has no hair and a beard. So he was like my idol growing up, and still is. You know, I kind of mimicked him. I copied his whole lifestyle. But I did your grandpa. What your father did? Or your grandpa? Was it your father?
No, my grandfather and my
what your grandfather did. I mimicked his whole life basically, and you know, I wanted that lifestyle, that painting
and what's
lifestyle.
his lifestyle?
He lives in Vegas, and he's a teacher for college, I think.
Yeah.
At UCLA.
Okay.
But he paints as well, and he sells his work to his customers and to people that, you know, he has his own little computer building business on the side.
Nice.
But I always liked, I idolized him. He's my favorite cousin.
And how old is he?
He is like
29
8 years
like
older than me. So he's like in his 30s or something like that.
Oh, nice.
Mid-30s. Yeah.
And what's his name?
His name is Julian LaBounty, and he has a website. If you Google him, you can see his artwork.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So I kind of like mimic him in some aspects still, like via hair. Now, you know, that half haircut, that's me for sure. But
And do you
I would
still
always
do the
shave
half
my head.
haircut now?
So my mom hated the haircut, and she's like, "I'm not gonna go with you to Colombia if you have that haircut." Like, I don't want. She was very judgmental. She's like, "I don't want people looking." I'm like, "You're offending me right now." Like, she called me ugly because of the haircut. So like one day we got into a discussion about like she thinks she knows what it's like to live with Klinefelters, and I got like really mad at her, and I was like in a fit of rage. I just cut it off the side. I shaved my head, and it'll come back because I really love that haircut. I love it. That was definitely like me in haircut form. But it's great. You know, I'm older now, and I'll lose my hair eventually.
How do you know?
My dad is bald. My dad, he has some hair, but he's pretty much bald. My cousin, who's a year older than me, he's going bald. On my dad's side.
Yeah. But you don't know though.
No, but I can already tell, like right here a little bit and here. You know, I'm gonna have like this area gone, and I don't mind having it shaved. I like the shaved look. I like that monk look too. You know, where they have like just the sides.
Well, you're a good-looking kid. You know, listen, you got that picture's a good-looking picture. You know, with the buzz.
Oh, with the buzz, yeah.
Yeah, you look good with the buzz. Yeah,
I know. I don't like my hair gets really.
Bye, Yolanda
have a good
Harris.
night.
God bless you. Have fun.
Vegas is cool. Stay safe.
That's right. Viva Las Vegas. All right.
They have all the old architecture still. I love it.
Vegas, killer architecture. Killer. Speaking of kill, a lot of mob out there too. Yeah. Desert is kind of bumpy. Anyway, so don't you remember with Casino with Joe Pesci? What are you doing? You know, he's out in the desert with them. I built this city.
I never watched that.
You never watched Casino?
No.
That's suffering, I'll tell you. That is big stuff.
Let me.
That is suffering with a baseball bat to the head. Hey, get over here! Hey, what are you doing? Anyway, with this beard, when I do like my comedic stuff, like your face changes. It's so much more theatrical. The whole thing.
Without the beard, it looks very strange.
If I did it without the beard, I look like Dick Van Dyke. I mean, or Laurel and Hardy.
Like the width of your face changes as well.
Oh yeah, and then you got this too, because like you got
this gives you an extra.
Oh, it's like an inch. Yeah, it's like over an inch. So it was longer before. It would have been down to here, but Moses has already been taken. So But see, how long did it take you to grow your little goat there?
Well, I just shaved the beard and kept this. I didn't like grow it fresh. Yeah, I already had the full beard, and I'm like, let me just get rid of the beard. And this has been growing, but it's like since Klinefelter's lowers my testosterone, it's difficult for me to grow facial hair or a lot of it. So this is like I'm just gonna let it grow out really long, like the Confucius thing, and I'll be like down here like this. I can do braids right now if I wanted to, like two little braids, but it's not long enough, like, the Viking braids or whatever.
Yeah.
But, or pirate braids. When I had the full beard, I had like the Blackbeard braid, and I could like twist knots in it. How long was
your beard? Was it that long or longer?
It was like down here. Like if I, because it curls inward,
Yeah.
So if I extended it, it was like reaching down here, and I'm like, oh, this is nice. But on the pillow, it's not nice. You can't feel the pillow.
Also, you get so hot though. I mean, dude, how many people out there have big giant beards and sweat their backside off? I'm telling you,
Tommy, can you grow a beard?
When I first started growing this, I get like hot flashes. I'm like, I go to Lisa, my wife. I'm like, listen, can you turn the air up? I'm like, oh my god, it's like boiling in here. And she's like, it's cold in here. I'm like, I must be going through male menopause or something. It's the beard, insulates. Oh my god!
That's why you shave your head off. You shave your head off. You shave your hair off, and it feels good. It's like a balanced out.
My brother, look at him, all in style.
I wonder what Tommy looks like with the beard.
He looks good with the beard.
Yeah, I was actually frozen. I was like, and because the phone died out, that was my other source.
He used to have like this pencil mustache, like really tapered and mustache. Then he would have the beard. And then,
but I used to when I used to deep sea fish and stuff like that, I used to go out and come back with the full beard and stuff.
He looks good clean shaven though. I look better clean shaven.
I've always just kind of kept it clean.
I look I look really young when I clean shave.
T was just telling me like get rid of that stuff because I got all this gray now, and my face.
That's good though.
Baby face.
Gray hair is better than darker hair.
I like gray hair. I think it's kind of cool. You want to hear something funny? I felt so bad for this. The guy who I sold the thing to, for some reason I thought he was older than me, and I had no idea. And Michael, if you're listening, I already talked to him. So for some reason I thought he was older because his daughter is older than my kids. So in my brain, I'm 53 and I have 10-year-olds. That's kind of what I set the bar at. So if anybody's got older children, I think they're older than me. It's just like, I don't know. And I talked to so many people during the day on so much stuff. And I'm like, I thought he was 56 years old for some reason. And when I met him, I'm like, man, he looks good for 56. And turns out he's 41. And but he's got salt and pepper hair early. And he's a nice looking guy. And I said, so anyway, so we're talking afterwards. I said, it was so great meeting you. I said, so wait, you're 56? And he's like, no, 41.
No, where'd you get that?
41. I'm like, I go, it's the gray hair. He goes, oh, I know. He goes, everybody thinks I'm older. I said, no. I said, you got a baby face. I was saying to myself, man, you look good for 56,
Yeah.
And my father-in-law, this is funny. My father-in-law was like pure gray at 53. And what he used to do, Ira, and actually today he passed away 23 years ago from urethra cancer, which is only 300 known cases. And so this one's for Ira, but if you're having problems, go to the doctor, get checked out. If you think you got cancer, God forbid, he never went. He was scared to death to go to the doctor, and it killed him. And he was a great guy. He was a superintendent of school. He was a teacher. He was a really He was a good guy. He was a good guy. So anyway, but so Ira, what he would do, my father-in-law, he would tell people that he was like 15 years older because of the white hair. So people would be like, "How old are you?" He was like 53. He'd be like, "I'm like 70." Swear to God, Lisa, if you're on, say it's true. So, and he would be like, "Yeah, I'm like 71, 72, whatever it was," and people would blow their mind. They'd be like, "Oh my God, this guy looks unbelievable." He's like, "Yeah, thanks." Like,
Get down and do push-ups and stuff. Oh, I've been doing it.
I swear to God. And he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm in great shape. I really take care of myself." They're like, "How old are you?" He's like, 70. 70. And they're like, "Oh my God." And they would believe him because he had the gray hair.
Yeah,
It was like
it's
almost white.
it fools everyone.
So they were just totally perplexed. And yeah, Ira Weinstock, he was all right.
Tommy doesn't look his age either. Tommy's really young looking.
He's 72. It's unbelievable.
Thanks,
I know. Look at that's a 7,200 jet
72 years
ski.
old. He's got a catheter and forget about it. Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. He makes a mess everywhere he goes. I got to take him everywhere. It's terrible. Yeah. 72. Unbelievable. I'm 83. Oh, yeah. That's right. Imagine. How old are you? I'm 83 years old. 83 years old?
Wow.
I'm 83 years old. Why, you got a problem with an 83-year-old that looks good? No. I'm fine.
So listen, guys. So
What?
it's safe to say that Ardo, you are now a
Tommy cat.
a Tommy cat, and you're welcome to come onto the channel. We definitely, being that you're dealing in kind of grassroots, and I can dig it. A lot of people, you have authors that sell books out of their car, that just don't have another platform to just choose to just do it and see people and know who they're marketing their stuff to. I get it, but we'll figure it out, and we're going to help you out, and you have some people that definitely, saw your artwork. We're going to have you come on and do an expose and show your artwork again. Mike's always on, and Mike's, constantly when he has some different artwork, I always try to have him come out and promote, what he's up to and things. I just try to help, and this platform is your home as well, man. So
thank you. I just wanted to show you the one that so my highest. You're like saying like I got to increase my price. Right now my highest is 1,000, and I've only sold 2 pieces for 1,000. One my dad bought, so that doesn't really count.
Yes, it does.
Like, I mean, yeah, but it's like family, so it's not like I mean like a real person besides my dad. He's a real person too, but like someone outside of family connections.
All right,
so this is the one that I drew of myself. Let me turn down my brightness.
Let me see, buddy. I'm gonna zoom in.
So this is
wait, scope.
I could just.
Oh, that's killer.
So
I'm gonna pull everybody down so we can make it even bigger.
Holy
we'll be right back. So I'm gonna just.
So I don't know if it's so bright though. Is it right? It's really bright. You can't really tell, but it's me sitting in my chair. And it's more so I don't have anything against white people or nothing, but I'm Colombian 100%. I just have a very like pale complexion and a vitamin D deficiency. And so I feel like a vampire, like very pale. And I think that people pay attention to that too much. And here is like the eyes are like a hypnotism. Just, and I want to hypnotize you with my art instead of my appearance. And that's it. That's the one that sold for 1,000 to the family that has all my other 9 other pieces. And
I love it.
Thank you.
It looks like, what it reminds you of, like neon. Well, actually, look at this piece right behind me. You see this giant?
Is that with spray paint?
No, this was at Newark Airport at a car parking terminal. It's a 60-plus-year-old sign that I got for free. It's God knows what it's worth. It's all metal and it's probably worth it's worth a lot of money. But
thank you, Apple.
That it's never going to be sold. And when I got it, I originally wanted to sell it. And I was like, all right. And I was selling tractor trailers at the time. It was right after the economy crashed. I need to borrow a truck from my lot to get it over here. It's monster. It's like 9 feet long, maybe 10 feet long, actually. And it's just like this big piece. Anyway, they wound up I asked them for it. I said, because they were renovating and they were going to throw it out. They didn't know what it was. And I'm like, I remember seeing it when I was a little boy, when I would go with my dad to the airport. And but it reminds me of that piece of yours with the thick outline. Like, I love the shoes on that. Is that with the flowers and stuff, is that an Afghan? It reminds me of the needle points that your grandmother would make, or the crocheted Afghans with the flowers and the patches from the 70s. Well, you wouldn't know because you weren't even alive. But but the thing is I love it. Like, your work's killer, dude. I mean,
Thanks.
killer. And
I appreciate that.
I'm dead serious. I mean, very, very good.
Thank you.
Very good. And I'll do whatever I can to help you. And
That would be swell. Don't feel forced, though.
Huh?
Don't feel obligated. It's like, I don't want you to.
But you're paying me so much money for my
I know, right?
I mean,
I'll paint for you.
You're hiring me for $100,000 as a spokesman. I mean, I gotta say something. That's it. I mean, what else am I gonna do? So, listen,
Where
everybody.
are you? Michael, what state are you in?
Huh?
What state are you in?
Planet Mars, actually.
Planet Mars?
Yeah. No, Georgia.
Oh, Georgia. Oh, that's right above Florida.
That's it.
I went to SCAD for 1 year.
Oh, that's good.
Savannah College of Art and Design, but I was there for architecture. And then I realized I was horrible at math. I already realized that before, but I failed the art classes in art school. So I was like, man, this is some BS.
You know what it means? It means nothing. You know what it means? You know what means something today? You know what means something? Reese's
cup.
And I don't even drink alcohol, and I'm acting like,
neither.
Can you believe it? I mean, and when I do, I'm a total lightweight. Ask Tommy.
I just go way past my limit.
I don't. I being a parent now, I never drink. I mean, honestly, never. It's you know what I do like, though? If I do drink, I can't sleep. I like those alcoholic root beers.
Oh, okay.
Hard root beer or whatever it is. They're awesome. And then I pass out in like 3 seconds. I'm a total lightweight.
I don't like drinking. I don't like the feeling, and I don't like the taste. I just trade one vice for another, though. So it's like, whatever.
I like wine, but you know what I really like? Good tequila. Oh my God.
I like Indian food.
Do you?
I love spice. Like, the hotter, the better. You start to hallucinate.
Let me tell you something. My son Oliver loves jalapeno peppers. I mean, loves jalapeno pepper. He wants to get the hot. I'm like, what? It's 200. I'm like, are you out of your mind? You're 10 years old. No way. He was allergic to watermelon, like literally. And he's very, very healthy from birth, just naturally. And he had watermelon, and he wound up literally his lips underneath and his skin got so red. It looked like it was burned. And it was bad. And it was just like this burn underneath. And it was just,
it's painful.
He was very uncomfortable with it. And he just was allergic to the watermelon. He loves
spoiled princess.
I mean,
nasty.
it's so delicious and so healthy for you. I mean, so
it
like
clears up your airways.
Huh?
If you ever have a stuffed nose, just smell some hot sauce and it'll eat some hot sauce and it'll clear up your airways.
Yep. But he'll drink like pickle juice. He loves pickle.
I like pickle juice.
Do you?
I'll eat a pickle and then I'll just drink. I'll like pour myself a cup of pickle juice.
Pickles,
and just drink
the rare thing. I'm like,
I mean, that's kind of like unsanitary, but for other people, they can't eat the pickles now.
They can't, but he loves pickle juice.
I'm the type of person that'll go into like a hot sauce shop and be like, let me try your hottest sauce. And they'll be like, sign this waiver, please.
You gotta be careful.
I tried this thing in California called Flashbang. And it was like the bottle was in the form of a flashbang grenade. And they're like, you need to sign this waiver saying that if you die, we can't be held responsible.
Are you kidding?
And if you eat a spoonful of it, your picture goes up on the wall. I ate a spoonful and they're like, yeah, we sell milk here in case, you try the hot sauce. I got my dad a thank you so much, Fenway. I got my dad a little bottle of it, and he ended up throwing it away because it was too spicy to eat. And I'm like, it's good. It was
Does it
very
bother you at
tasty,
all
but
or
it was
no?
just impossible to eat.
Does it bother you the super hot sauce or no?
No, I mean like maybe like the day after I get like nausea in the morning. But or like it keeps me up. Like if you eat hot stuff right before you go to bed, you're gonna have a
Yeah.
really bad time sleeping.
Yeah.
But I like it. I like that I get like I like the pain that it causes. I like the it's like a cold sweat. And your like vision gets blurry, and you like if it's really good stuff, like when I go to Indian places, I'm like, give me Indian spice, like what you eat.
Carbonaro.
You don't take
Yeah.
hammers and start smashing your fingers either, do you? I mean, what do
No,
you do? You're like,
I'll
it'd
take
be
a
like,
whip and
bam!
whip
Okay,
myself.
wait a minute, hold on. This is what I'm gonna do now. It's inspiring though, right?
Like
You know,
I like it. And like one time I thought I was dying. It was so spicy, my heart started to like go numb, and my chest was numb, and my face was numb, and I'm like, oh no, it's killing me. But I asked my mom, and she's like, you can't die from spice overload. So I calmed down. It's really delicious, though. I love it.
I like spicy, but I can't do super spicy anymore. I do, and I like, you know, a lot of pepper, everything. But my sons are out of their mind. I mean, my kids are.
Have they eaten that chip?
No, Oliver, he loves. I mean, loves it. Wyatt likes, but Oliver is like, I'm like, Oliver, what are you doing? I'm just taking a spoonful of Tabasco sauce. I go, what the hell?
Yeah, that's tasty. I'll just drink some hot sauce sometimes.
He loves it. Like he loves his Tabasco with his sardines.
You need to buy him
Tommy loves his
the
sardines.
chip.
Tommy loves or anchovies. Anchovies.
Oh yeah. Anchovies, smoked oysters,
So
sardines.
salty.
Sardines.
Snacks.
Oliver eats sardines all day long. He loves that stuff with Tabasco.
And I was just actually when I was behind the scene, I was eating
what?
The raw fish, you know, the in the jar. What is it?
Oh,
it's pickled. It's a Vita herring. I was eating Vita herring.
Oh, herring.
Yeah, Vita herring with. Actually, I had the regular. I didn't have it with the sour cream. But listen, guys, I'm going to go ahead and abort mission. I think that we're going to get on and do this again. Yeah, Ardo, we have each other's information, and Mike, you guys will share and stuff. I'll pass along your information, Mike.
Guys, enjoy.
I had a long day out on the water, but it was definitely a pleasure.
I'll always be on that spot if you ever jet ski down there again.
Oh yeah, I know the spot.
I go there a lot. I
That's
go there
official.
a lot. Yeah.
That's official,
awesome.
man. And you know what? Next time I'm gonna take a chair on my jet ski and I'll post up, man.
Cool.
That's.
I have two.
Well, how do you get down there, Ardo?
So it's on the Intercoastal, and like you cross the bridge to the beach, but instead of going to the beach side, you go to the Intercoastal side. And I park a little bit away, so I don't have to pay for parking because I'm cheap like that. And I don't mind walking a little bit, and I'll walk into the forest, and there's like a no trespassing sign, but who's gonna stop me? And and I just sit there, and there's no one ever comes out there.
Yeah, it's a good spot.
And it's so peaceful.
Harbor Patrol, they're out on the water.
Yeah, but I don't care about them.
Up there.
I just hide what I'm doing, and then they pass, and then I continue chilling.
Well, listen, it was an absolute pleasure meeting you. I sincerely
it was a pleasure meeting you too. Thank you so much.
Everything goes well for you. You're a great guy, and I appreciate you. And let me tell you something. Your artwork's fantastic.
Thank you so much.
And
that means a lot.
Yeah, man. Listen.
Thank you so much for the advice and the tips and the.
He's got my number. You can call me anytime. It's all good, buddy. It's all good. It's but yeah, I'm telling you, got to push. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. And also, let me tell you something. $2,500 starting. Boom. Today. Not tomorrow.
So I'm gonna bump these small. I'm gonna bump these guys behind me, the medium ones. These were already. This middle one is like $950.
1,500.
1,500.
1,500.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Get my ass on the
line. What about 1,200?
2 days straight. What?
No, what about 1,250?
Whatever you want to do. You know. You can take
Yeah.
that other $250 and use it for art supplies. How about that one?
It always goes to bills.
So you put a little aside. You
That's
know,
not possible.
it is. Trust
I don't
me.
really have a savings account. It's just like whatever is in the moment needs to be used. And
Get
if
it.
it's saved, it's for next the bill cycle. Good night.
Good night, buddy. Good night. Thank you. Yeah, but you know what? Listen to me. I've been there where it's been paycheck to paycheck. I've been
Hey,
there when
that
it
looks
had.
like that. I think that's Maurice right there.
Is that Maurice? It is Maurice. Look at it. Look at that dapper dude.
Like it really is. Yeah, that's right. Yep, that's him.
He imitates you to the T, brother.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He's got the voice down like to the T. And you know, it's funny. I imitate everybody. I've never imitated you. I can't imitate you. I don't have the same tone. And it's like he got it.
I didn't hear him do it before.
Oh my God, you got to listen to him do it.
I think you and Danny were listening. I don't know what I was up to. Probably eating or something.
Yeah. What is that sax man doing?
Ardo,
I'll give you a buzz, man.
Of course, man. You're really close by. You can come by whenever you want and check it out in person if you want.
Yeah. Sounds great. We'll do. I'm gonna take you up on it. Mike, have a great night, everybody.
Have a good night, Mike. Nice
in
meeting
TV
you.
Land. Everybody have a great night.
Bye, everybody.
Have a happy weekend, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers.
Happy Father's Day to you guys.
And I'm one of them.
Okay,
all
buddy.
right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
All right.
We'll see you.
Bye.